Hi guys, welcome to Coach Basics. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about running challenge groups. How do we run a successful challenge group? So we know that challenge groups are super important. We know that they are what basically builds our business. Adding people to the challenge group and making them have such a awesome experience in the group that they want to come back for more and that they refer friends to us and maybe even want to sign on as a coach. So it's so important to really, make it worthwhile for them. They bought a challenge pack. They want to get fit, so let's make this really great for them. So the best way that what I always do is basically so they're joining, I posted before that I send them a welcome email and that just says, what they should expect. So basically like that they should, the Monday before, the Monday morning, they should weigh themselves, take measurement, and it explains like where to take them, and that they should get rid of stuff in their house that would cause them to, binge on whatever or cheat, and that. What else do I have on there? I have some like sometimes I like will send them some of my Shakeology recipes and stuff like that. And, just like some encouragement. And then, I always open the group up, like I would say 3 days ahead of time or so. A lot of times we start on a Monday, and I would open it up even the week before, maybe a Thursday. That way we can introduce ourselves, and then if they have questions before the weekend, they can ask. And, a lot of people go grocery shopping on the weekend, so they can ask about like meal plans if we're doing the 21-day fix or even with any of the meal plans. Maybe if they need ideas or anything like that, they can ask. And then they could always get ready for Monday, all the meal prep, and encourage them on the weekend to do that, to prepare their stuff, to, prepare their snacks and their meals for the first half of the week or the whole week if they want to. So opening up the group, what you're going to do is open up a private Facebook page, and you're going to put something inspirational on the top, a picture I always get from Pinterest, just something to motivate them. And then I always have them introduce themselves. I welcome them to the group and I have them introduce themselves so we all get to know each other. And after that, we have it set up like every day you can post something to encourage participation or something inspirational, and it's totally up to you and how you want to run this. Now we have a template if you'd like to use it that we could post. Team Go Getters actually has one. I don't use it. I like to just wing it. So whatever I'm feeling that morning, that's what I'm posting. And you can actually prepare in advance a week ahead of time, and you can use Hootsuite. And that is a website that will help you plan out or organize your posts, so you don't have to do it that morning if you're like working. So a lot of times I'll do it the night before and have it posted in the morning. So an example would be, take a picture of your lunch today, girls. Let me know what you're eating. I want to see what you're eating. So what they would do is just take a quick shot with their camera of their lunch. Or something like, post a sweaty picture of yourself after you worked out today. Even if you don't want to show your face, I want to see some sweat on your arm or on your leg or your sneakers or whatever. So they would post that as well. So, you want to encourage involvement, and I have I do some mini challenges like weekly. If I see that people aren't, posting or participating, a lot of times I will do a mini challenge for a prize. So, and I will post underneath what I actually do. I usually give like 1 point for drinking, 80 ounces of water, 1 point for clean eating the whole entire day, no cheats, 1 point for 25 minutes of exercise. And if they do anything over every 15 minutes, they do more than the 25 minutes, I give them a point each. So a lot of times they'll get 4 points, 5 points. Sometimes if they're like going for it, they'll get 6, and they really love it because it gets them going. It gets them there. A lot of times they're really competitive. Like I think more so with themselves, but a prize at the end. Sometimes I'll do a gift card, $25 gift card to Amazon or Whole Foods or any of that. Other times, if I have like a pack of Kind bars, I will send them to them, or even, a shaker bottle, something. You don't have to spend a lot of money if you don't want to. You can always do it just for the challenge, and then you could do mini prizes. A lot of times, like if I do it with a handful of my coaches, like a challenge group, it's great because we can do it and then we could all put in some money. So we could all put in just like $5 each and we can get a nice gift. Now, I don't do this every week. It's maybe once or twice in the whole challenge, depending on if it's a 30-day or 60-day challenge group. Okay, so those are just some ways to get people involved. I also reach out to private message people if I don't hear from them, or even if they're doing great. It's really great to hear that acknowledgement, like, hey, you're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. I love your involvement in the group, especially if you see people that you think could be potential coaches. You want to encourage that and just like really encourage them to keep going and that they're doing a great job, and really giving them that confidence and complimenting them, because that's, the best coaches come from challenge groups. The best coaches have used the products before and that really love it. So that's a way to also what you should be doing. So make sure you're keeping track of your people. Now, one thing I want to say is, some people are part of a challenge group and they're reading stuff, and they like a couple things, but they may not be participating all the time. And what I would do is I reach out to them, and a lot of times they're doing really well, and that's all that they really need, is that maybe they're just reading the post and that's the encouragement that they need. They're not the type of person that are going to post and respond to people all the time. And that's totally okay. Don't freak out. Don't be down their throats. They're doing a great job. That's just the type of person they are. So you don't want to be like, crazy and like, keep messaging, why aren't you posting? Just let them do it. That's the way they do it. That's great. So some people are like that. So, and that's basically what we do. And, sometimes I do a 30-day challenge group. Sometimes I do a 60. If you're going to do a 30-day challenge group, after that, you may want to put them in an accountability group where all your challengers go afterwards. And they keep each other accountable. You can be a part of it, but you don't have to, post every day like you're doing in your normal challenge group. So I think it's a great way to stay accountable. A lot of times, like, I'll post in my accountability group, like, hey, I'm starting a new challenge group. If you guys are if you want to be added and really get going again, because maybe they fell off the wagon, let me know. And sometimes I'll get a handful of people that want to be part of my new challenge. They just need a extra oomph. They start over with us. So it's good to keep them in your circle. So if you want to do that, that's great. Or your team has an accountability group, that would be great as well. So, challenge groups, there's nothing to freak out about. A lot of times in the file section, I'll post things that can help them, like Shakeology recipes, templates for the 21-day fix, and we'll post that on our team pages so you guys have all that stuff. So you can just upload it on there and people can use them. We've been doing it, so we have stuff that people have given us. I even have stuff that clients have given me that help them organize what they're eating and when and all that. So those things we have for you guys, and challenge groups are just basically a group that you guys can just, encourage people, be yourself, and help motivate each other. It's not something to be scared about. So if you haven't jumped in and you haven't like really promoted or talked to people about a challenge group that you're starting, you should. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. This is something that you're going to learn as you go, and we're here to help. Like, you could definitely join ours, and ours is starting soon. You could join ours to see how it's run. But it's a lot of fun, and you know what? There's no right way to do it. You could make it your own. If you wanted to do something totally different, if you wanted to add daily challenges, if you wanted to do something like add little videos here and there of you, encouraging them or whatever, or extra exercises. Sometimes I do a little squat challenge added to our our whatever workout we're doing. They love that. You just need to make it your own, and just have fun with it. Okay, and just stay consistent with reaching out to people and making sure that they're on track. Okay, and be there for people, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed today. I know I talk a lot in circles a lot of times, but I hope you got some great information, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, coaches.